but generally you are looking at a team that does kind of spike a lot in the mid game, has a lot of power around not only the level 6, but around the Misfortune, if you can get her in.
Oh, look at this. Monkey has skipped his entire bot side. He wants to be here early and put a stop to the pressure from Ryan. The flash away from the pillar, but a guaranteed flash right on top. Monkey back in prime form with first blood for Team WE.
And Keshi on the top side, but Monkey already making his way back down to the bot lane.
And what a time to show up on the Tribush. Feather had just hooked in with the dredge line. Ryan knows that his support is not long for this world. The pillar will guarantee that he's put in his place, and about will be gift wrapped another kill in this lane.
It's just a big mistake from...
They believe that they are way stronger than them, but remember, Cars does not have access to Unstoppable Force because that particular cooldown takes a little bit longer early on. Monkey flashing over! He steals the dragon, but that means Cars is compromised and he gets knocked up by ThunderTalk's squad. WE trying to fight this one out, 3v4, but health bars are low on Junhao and Feather, but no one gets dropped. At least they got a dragon for team.
It's going towards the dragon on the bottom side of the map. We'll see if he wants to full prio it or potentially go for another bot lane gank. Monkey's in the area, though.
Spotted on the control ward. Wants to be able to take it out before
Kars is here. He's got the ult.
Oh, no. Unstoppable Force was stolen away, and Junhao recognizes the threat, but the flash committed by Kara says, "Good night, Rock Monster." WE now with 3 kills on the board.
Unfortunately, level 6 did not come soon enough for Junhao. It's an aggressive...
Oh, no. Oh no!
Ooh, this could be
big.
big.
About to TP in. He's gonna lose a lot of his HP as soon as he gets in range, and he walks up to the wave. There it is! Unstoppable Force and Cube. I'm so sorry, brother, but you're gonna have to go back to the fountain.
And the resources, Junhao does have the ultimate available if he wants to pull the trigger. Looks like it's just clearing right now, but
not connect onto About.
On his way.
All 3 of them are there. Bullet time running to 2. About wasn't caught in the crossfire, but Monkey was, and Yao Yao will fall next. That's a way to secure the dragon for yourself.
It's extreme disrespect from WE, just not, I guess, respecting that ThunderTalk can pull the trigger, that they are in the area, and that they can use the ultimates to kill them. It's a perfect combo coming in from ThunderTalk as they bring Haru down, and they're going to be able to pick up the dragon for this, stop the stacking. All that you can really trade is some damage on the mid lane turret, a bit of gold for Karis, but everybody is in the area. We could be looking at another fight already. Malphite ult up in 2 seconds for the engage.
6,000 HP on Rift Herald. Haru trying to poke on the left side. Feather with the dredge line. Camera goes back over to the bot. Wait, what's going to happen on the Rift Herald?
What's going on?
Observers, please! Okay, Rift Herald is secured by WE. You know what? Observers, my bad. They knew that the Rift Herald fight was about to completely fizzle out. And Karis, you may see him just randomly dash. Yo, just go in on Keshi. Use your ultimate. It's about to run out anyway. Protobelt for the chase.
They're bringing the squad.
Unstoppable Force forces the flash out of Keshi. He locks him down with the upscon up duck. There's the Glacial Fissure for the knockup. Monkey, public execution for the rearrange. Not in time. Not even a reposition with the ultimate saves him, and it's a big shutdown going into Karis' hands.
Yeah, very important for them to be able to get that specifically onto the Silas. We talked about how relevant he's going to be, and he needs to have the damage to immediately break through. It is going to be traded for a tower on the bot side. That is a pretty big pickup for the Azir, whose gold lead continues to grow on his own, but Junhao might have stayed a little too long.
Subjugate on top of Junhao as well, just to sap all of the... Actually, I lied. There's no Subjugate. Already used that ultimate a while ago. So Junhao just gets contested on some Krugs and cannot defend this turret from falling. That's a tier 1 in the top lane going down.
Yeah, it's
ThunderTalk still have the gold lead on their side. Dusk and Dawn has been completed for Haru. I'm not gonna lie, K-Man. This is the first time I've seen an Azir build this item, or at least paid attention. Because I know that Nashor still remains core. Looking for Karis, though, right into the alley-oop of an Unstoppable Force. Beautiful work by Haru and Junhao.
We talked about it. The ease of execution of this comp is incredibly easy for ThunderTalk. If you catch one person out, they are gone. And with Dragon spawning, that is a free objective for ThunderTalk that is going to be almost impossible to try and contest. Monkey going to try so anyways because that's where he's at, but will be nothing. Yao Yao, though,
Going for the tier 1 instead. That's the play for WE. Yao Yao trying to give as much of his health bar so that Monkey has enough time to siege. They take out the tier 1, but the Glacial Fissure slows down Thundertalk as they look for a re-engage. There's no unstoppable force. Junhao forced to flash away, but the Chain of Corruption slows him down and gets him rooted. That's a big shutdown going over to About, and the rest of Thundertalk are forced to give ground.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge for WE. It's a bit of an overextension from Thundertalk. They just played a little bit too quick. If they play that a tad bit slower, I think they're actually able to pick up quite a lot there once Keshi is able to enter the fight. But that might be what we're worried about with a team that doesn't have as much tier 1 experience. Are they going to play fights a little bit too fast? Right now, Monkey taking quite a bit from Keshi. He's got the ultimate available.
While this game has been quite chaotic and definitely a bit favored towards WE in terms of the early explosiveness, both of these solo laners have been able to squeeze out some advantages. Around the Baron, and these two solo laners pop off. That is a very exciting sign for Thundertalk's year in 2026.
Yeah, they are the core right now of what to be excited about with Thundertalk. This top side has looked good, but it's all about the execution.
Junhao looking for the left side. Keshi with the public execution follow-up. Cube forced to flash over the wall, but rest of Thundertalk are losing the collapse on the right side. Here comes the rest of WE. Junhao completely compromised, and here comes Thundertalk. Now looking for a re-engage. They have to buy time for the bullet time on Ryan, but he is forced to walk away. Haru pushes them all back with the Ember's Divide. Keshi steps in front, tries to absorb pressure. Good flash from Haru to reposition right into the back line, but Chorus and the rest of WE are pushing forward, and Keshi just might give his life. All 4 members are critically low. Haru, does he want to fight? Does he want to dash out? Cube comes to the TP. He goes forward and can't finish off a single member. It's all disaster for Thundertalk Gaming, and WE don't lose a single man in the 5-man ace of Thundertalk. I lied.
No.
Baron does give a stray over to About as he was recalling, but the Baron will go over to WE anyway.
What a fight from WE!
And had a death cap in his inventory. You could imagine that that is a fight where he just completely takes over in 1v4s. Okay, well, we're all just gonna dogpile on the Cube and say goodnight to the Yorick. That's a shutdown going over to Ryan, but meanwhile, rest of WE using their Baron buff to just push through mid. They take out the tier 2, now pressuring the inhibitor tower.
Yeah, this is a very tough thing to stop. We talked about WE's comp being efficient. Feather could have been in some danger. That's Nautilus ult stolen, so Ryan has to be very, very careful in this fight. He can get the bullet time interrupted basically at any moment. They need to give up this inhibitor and just hope and pray that they can survive.
Team is that close to soul point, so this is a moment where if Thundertalk do not feel comfortable, they do not have to fight here. They can wait.
I don't think they want to wait, Rafa. I think they want to take this dragon. They're going to start it up here very quickly. I think the fight is imminent.
Keshi looking for the flank. A ward will spot him if he ever goes past that red buff brush. He's going to go into the blast cone again. Instead, Junhao steals it away. Keshi now pressing on the left side. Bullet time rips open Monkey, but now they turn on to the Mbessa. Junhao only clips 1 with the ultimate, and now WE have the momentum. They can charge forward. Haru tries to create space with the Emperor's Divide, but Ryan does not have a bullet time anymore, so he is just forced to run away. It is 30 seconds on the next member for Thundertalk to spawn. It could just be enough time for WE to end the game.
They will be able to march their way into the base off of that fight and close out this game. It looked precarious for a little bit, but WE able to walk out 3-0 at the very least after their 3rd game of the split.
There were a couple moments where it looked dicey for WE.